What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Welcome and welcome back to the channel, man. First and foremost, like I said, hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency, not letting no negative energy stop y'all positive energy, right? I want to talk to y'all about these fires real quick, right? So, but y'all have to understand, right? If you just look at the clips of these fires and all this shit, let me get right to it. If you look at the clips of these fires and all that shit, you gotta understand. If a motherfucking natural fire is traveling from structure to structure, it's gonna burn everything in between and all that shit, right? You have to understand also, trees are made out of fucking wood, which is a fucking substance, let me chill out. Trees are made out of wood, right? Which is a substance that can catch flame, can catch on fire, right? So the military also has some shit called direct energy weapons. So what you have to understand is, if a house is on fire and another house is on fire completely, and that fire traveled from house to house, you know what I'm saying? That fire traveled from house to house. Supposedly that fire traveled from house to house. You have to understand, if that's how that really happened, the trees and all that shit are going to be burned down too. Because trees, you got to think about this shit. And this shit is right in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? Trees, how the fuck is a whole car gonna be disintegrated? The windows and all that shit blew the fuck out, right? But the fucking tree next to it still has leaves on the fucking tree. How the fuck is that possible for the tree to still have leaves on the fucking tree? What? The military has some shit called direct energy weapons. DEW, right? Direct energy weapons. And I've been knew about this shit a long time ago, before I even had an awakening, right? But the military got some shit called direct energy weapons. And with that direct energy weapons, what they can do with those, they can motherfucking completely disintegrate your ass in the motherfucking back room, right? You'll be in the motherfucking back room. They'll completely disintegrate you, right? Completely disintegrate you with the coordinates of where you are in your house. But your whole fucking house will be left unscathed. You will be completely disintegrated, but your whole house will be left unscathed, because they have direct energy weapons where they can send the energy directly to, based on the coordinates, and they can just set some shit on fire. See what I'm saying? Same time, it could be something else going on. It could be some spiritual shit going on behind the fires. See what I'm saying? It could be some spiritual shit going on. Just like what's going on right now as I'm making this video. I told you all the time, you got these inorganic beings all over the motherfucking place, trying to lower the frequency. I'm talking about some shit that's raising my frequency right now. You know what I'm saying? So boom, with the fires, in my opinion, somebody probably started them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably started it. It could be some spiritual warfare shit. But you have to think, like, how the fuck is something going to be on fire, right? How is something going to be on fire? That's like you lighting a blunt and the motherfucking weed catch on fire, but the motherfucking blunt wrap don't catch on fire. The weed is just burning. It's like, how the fuck is that? That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's a bad comparison. But I'm saying though, like, if some shit really catches on fire, and the fire is traveling from building to building or from house to house, the fucking trees and all that shit will be what makes the fire travel, right? The fire's not gonna just fucking, it's possible like that, but it doesn't make no fucking sense for a house to be completely burned the fuck down, right? For a house to be completely burned the fuck down. And for a house to be completely burned the fuck down, right? And then there's trees in between those houses that are completely burnt. The whole frame, the foundation of the house, the metal, it's nothing. It's completely burned the fuck down. A natural fire can't do no shit like that. Motherfuckers are just walking around this world sleep. This shit is crazy. A fucking natural fire isn't gonna burn down a motherfucking house to the point where it's just disintegrated, like a motherfucking superhero it just melted the shit. That's not no natural shit. If it was natural, you would see the fucking trees and all that shit burn down too. How the fuck is it a fire right here? It's a fire right here, and it's a fucking tree in between that shit with leaves and all that shit still on the tree. But these two houses, it's not like they just burned down a little bit, like they got a little bit of smoke. They're completely fucking disintegrated. They're completely disintegrated. The houses are completely disintegrated. And then there's a fucking tree just right there posted. That doesn't make any sense. That's not possible. And even before, there was fires and all that shit going on before, right? There was fires going on before. This is just my opinion on this shit. You see? There was fires going on before, right? And the motherfucking fires were burning from the inside of the tree out, inside out. The trees were catching on fire from the inside, and they were burning from the inside and catching fire like that. from the inside of the tree was catching on fire like that, then the tree was catching on fire from the inside out. How is that possible? That's not no natural shit. That's from direct energy weapons. The military, the government, they have some shit called direct energy weapons, where they can motherfucking send a fire or send whatever the fuck directly to your coordinates based off of your location. And that's what I think it is. Because how the fuck else is a motherfucking tree going to still be with leaves and all that, and the houses around it are just burned down? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. A whole car completely disintegrated, and there's a tree right next to it. There's a tree right next to the car. It's still standing. The tree will go down before the car gets disintegrated. Like the motherfuckers that are shooting these fucking direct energy weapons, are they forgetting to do the trees too? Y'all making this shit look kind of obvious. Like, that's just my take on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because how the fuck are the houses burned completely down? How is a house burned completely down to the ground? And there's a tree right there just posted with leaves on it. With leaves. That's not no natural shit. Because if that fire really traveled like some natural, like naturally, like how a forest fire travels, it's some shit on fire, then it catches some more shit on fire, then it travels like that. If it really traveled like that, all the shit in between the houses will be on fire too. Because how the fuck did the fire get from this house to this house, and everything in between the houses are not burned? That doesn't make any fucking sense. How is that possible? And when you look at the clips from the news, it looked like somebody just hit a laser and just went, and just started the fucking fire like that. That's what it looked like. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm just giving y'all my take on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the military has some shit, the government has some shit called direct energy weapons. And with these direct energy weapons, they can motherfucking type in your coordinates. They can type in your coordinates and send a laser right to your shit. Catch some shit on fire right there. They can motherfucking have a... Because how the fuck how is a fire so hot to the point where it's going to melt windows? It's going to blow the windows out and all that shit, but it's not going to affect the tree. That's a tree. Even if a tree's in the soil, the fire's going to dry all that shit up and burn the tree down. If it burns a whole house, disintegrates a whole house, doesn't make any sense. I ain't gonna make this video too long. I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. Don't give too much of your energy to the shit. But I live in California. It's fucked up out here, low key. It's smoky. It look like I was on the freeway right now too. The shit look like hell. You just see the fucking fire, see a bunch of smoke. I'm like, yeah, this shit look like hell for real, for real. But in the other day too, like even in LA, like South Central type shit, nigga had to wear a mask and all this shit, outside type shit, like by Venice Beach, because the smoke from the ashes and all this shit. So it just don't make no sense to me how a motherfucking fire can burn a house down completely. And there's trees just posted around the shit, just posted with leaves on them still, with leaves. You would think that's the first shit that's gonna go to trees. You would think that's how the fire got from point A to point B, through the trees and the grass and all that shit. How is it still grass and trees? But the houses are completely burned the fuck down, completely disintegrated. No foundation, no nothing, just completely disintegrated. But it's still trees. How is a car completely disintegrated, but it's still trees? That's crazy. I ain't gonna make this video too long. I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.